Hello and welcome to the first semifinal of the day as we get a quick start leading up to a big Bay de Noc corner kick. Starting right off the lineup there. Will be on the far side, courtesy of, looks like, Nick Desjardins, putting this one in towards the box. Goes off the defender, still inbounds near the inside. Flicked out there by Warner. And Big Bay de Noc's going to have to chase down this one again. Gillespie over the middle, looking for Alex Blue before Mark Harmon comes over and starts to break that one loose on behalf of Ojibwe. This Big Bay de Noc team has a couple ties this year, but they have not lost, and they're fresh after their first round bye. So lots of opportunities here for school to make a difference somehow as the balls continue to be fought over the middle. Out of bounds, we're going to throw in. See what Ojibwe can do with these now that they're in motion on the offensive side of the pitch. Free kick will come in from Harmon. He was the lone goal scorer in the contest on the quarterfinal level for either team in that one. As Ojibwe beat Hannahville 1-0. Now they got a break open over the middle. And last second help there defensively by Braden Till, who's going to break it out on the near sideline, going straight up the middle towards Cameron Miller, the leading goal scorer here for the Black Bears. He's going to try to outrun Warner on the outside, trying to set her back up in the middle. One-timer, and that's going to be gobbled up over the middle as the first shot on goal is going to be handled there by Years. Harms, a near side, aggressive slide tackle there by Miller. He's going to try to chase that down now. Cut back over the inside. Looking for Blue, who turns it over the middle. Over now towards Kuzmik of the Eagles as the ball is slowly going towards the other side of the pitch, being led by those shirts in gray. Another gray on black matchup similar to the first round. We'll see if the gray squad will keep the winning team in motion. Ball gets cleared out there by Hunter Johnson. Back quickly the other direction. On the far side, Gillespie trying to cross into the box, puts it near the net. Nobody sitting there on the back door, and it is eventually going to go in for a deep throw-in. It will be a throw-in for Ojibwe way deep in the corner. And looks like the Eagles are trying to swing it so that way they could have a goal kick instead. But good job by the officials there, eagle-eyed, to see that it was, in fact, an out-of-bounds scenario. We'll try this one again, a little bit better of a field position option for the Eagles. This is Manuel Pescuzzi throwing in on behalf of Ojibwe. Chasing it down is Blue to give a one-time opportunity for Till to clear that one out. Now kind of an aerial game around Cameron Miller and Pescuzzi. Ojibwe looking for options here, coming in as the 4th seed. But there was kind of at least in terms of the regular season table, there was a pretty big gap between teams 3 and 4 in terms of win count. And now we're seeing Big Bay de Noc not only get that team further down the pipe, but also an opportunity for Big Bay to play a little bit fresher. That's going to result in a corner as the ball gets knocked out of bounds. First corner of the day will go, or sorry, second corner of the day will be from Big Bay de Noc, this time on the near side of the ball. Cameron Miller will be sending this one in towards the goal. That's going to go off of Atkins, who was marking the near post. Chasing the ball down will be Desjardins, the former travel hockey player, throwing this one in towards the box for Druid Warner to try and escape with that one. Comes out of bounds. Will be a throw in for the Eagles. Trying to find Harmon on the far side. Will be knocked out in front of the Black Bears bench. Piper Jones with this one now. In towards Desjardins. Over to Miller. And Miller's going to have to retreat to come back and get this one. Turns the corner and moves up the near wing. Tries to outbreak his defender. Circles back over the middle. And yields it up and tries to chase into the box now to try to punch something in. Last second clear out there by the Eagles as Harmon's trying to move up that middle side, and that one's going to fall in for Miller. Miller trying to come in, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Joey Atkins clearing that one, resulting in yet another corner kick for the Black Bears. Still fairly early in the first half of this one. That one's never going to cross the extended goal line, and it will be a goal kick now. Aiden Yers, the keeper for the Eagles. He's going to yield this one over towards Manuel Pascuzzi. Kind of a awkward rollback that's punched right back in towards the box area, and we'll try this one again. Desjardins' approach was a little aggressive, a little quick, and went out of bounds before any of his players could try to go in and attack that contest. Deep kick comes all the way back to the final line, and an absolute boot. That's the deepest kick by a defenseman I've seen in field of play so far today. It's going to set up an opportunity on the other side, and it'll be another save by Years. Hunter Johnson is the one on the back line putting that one in for the Black Bears. Deep throw in far side comes out to a couple of different Eagles as they start to center the ball. Pascuzzi in particular over the middle. He's also got Cancelelli with him. And now we're going to get a penalty coming all the way in from the back official. And actually, I think it's going to be, it is a uniform malfunction due to extra jewelry. Alex Blue running over to the bench to toss off a necklace. So, get things started once again here. Still scoreless in the first semifinal of the day. Big Bay and Ojibwe in the 1-4 matchup. Ball comes loose, being chased down by Nick Desjardins now as it goes out of bounds. We'll get a throw in for the Eagles. Druid Warner, the senior, will do the honors. Throwing in deep, looking for Harmon, but that's going to be headed out of bounds by the defense pairing of Blue and Jones. Deep throw in, spun out of bounds. That's going to be a corner for Ojibwe. That's going to be one of their better opportunities of the contest. Early on in this one, their first corner. Harmon will take this one. Putting it towards net. Still up in the air. Bounces off and it's in! Druid Warner off the set piece on the back door, and he'll pound that one in. And the Eagles take a quick lead here in this one. And Big Bay now will have to play from a deficit, which is a position that they have not been in very often this season. I don't even know if the game that they had against Mackinac Island in their tie that they had that they played from a deficit. So this is a truly unique spot to see how Big Bay is going to respond. Right now, though, it's Gillespie on a tear, and he'll put that one towards net, but it's going to be wide. Goal kick for the Eagles at this point. Piscuzzi to handle this one. Short and flat kick handled there by, looks like, Pedersen to be punched back in towards the net area. Miller's going to handle this one and bring it up. Makes a man miss on the near side, and a host of Eagles are collapsing around him. Does Jardins to keep it in the area. Gillespie touching it as well before it's going to be brought out and kept in by Blue. Alex Blue, one of the strongest female competitors in this league, regardless of sport, and doing a great job out there so far today, involved in a lot of defensive planning for the Black Bears over the midfield, as this one's going to bounce off the Warners, Druid Warner last. So we'll get a throw in now for the Black Bears. Blue will just give it back towards that back line. Braden Till putting this forward. Gets up underneath and to be moved down the field there by Sienna Kuzmik. Harmon dancing around with some help. Trying to find some separation. Hands the ball off. Comes now over towards Piscuzzi. Does Jardin doing a really good job, but Piscuzzi's able to get away, and Piper Jones sticks a foot in there to start things going back the other direction. Gillespie trying to move on the right wing. He's got Miller over the middle if he can find him. Instead, he's going to sky that one for 3, as the field goal would have been good, but that one was way above the crossbar. Starting to get a little windy here, so if you hear a little bit of extra stuff around on my headset mic right now, I apologize for that one, but we'll continue to try to re-angle this mic to minimize that problem. On the field, though, it's still 1-0 Ojibwe on top of top-seeded Big Bay de Noc here about 10 or 12 minutes so in the first half. Gillespie all over the Eagles trying to clear out the box. It's going to result in a throw-in in front of the Black Bear bench. Jones retreating for Blue. The pair of volleyball teammates trying to kickstart this offense over the midfield. Till with it now. No, sorry, Pedersen gets the ball knocked away from him. This is Till for the Black Bears up on the left wing. Piscuzzi is going to try to trap it, bring it back over the middle, and he'll go the other direction as the teams are starting to try to calm down just a little bit more after that goal. Everybody's a little bit more excitable, trying to make something happen. And here comes Miller as he's in a foot race with Warner, your goal scorer from before on the set piece. And now a set piece is going to be yielded to the Black Bears as that one goes out of bounds. There'll be a throw-in, though. Miller looking for somebody in motion, going to try to loop it over for Gillespie on the goal line. Instead, it's going to come over towards the box and just punched up high all the way out towards the top of the box, now into the quarter field mark, I would say, the beginning of the central third, however you want to phrase it based on your soccer terminology. Either way, the ball is eventually going to be contested so much that it goes out of bounds. Throw in for Ojibwe. Comes over the middle and a deep boot by Desjardins, and that's going to be handled there by Aiden Years in net. He'll give it a drop kick into a sea of black, bounces around a couple times before it goes back towards just Jordan. But it's going to be picked up now by Ojibwe. Moving on the right wing. That's Harms. Trying to split a couple of guys. Good defense there by Till. Flipping the script on the Eagle attacker and taking that one away. And there was kind of an awkward fall, but Desjardins able to get back up quickly as a host of Eagles are over the middle, including Piscuzzi as he's trying to make some defenders miss. Piper Jones going to clear that one out, but can't find anybody to take it. She'll have to do it once more, and it will go out of bounds. Ojibwe throw in. First semifinal match of this tournament. Big Bay de Noc and Ojibwe with the Eagles up on top 1-0, courtesy of a Druid Warner set piece. And this one's going to come out in front of Angus McPhee with no real juice on that one. Ball comes flipping back the other way. Miller in motion, up the middle, foot race now towards the goal line, and it's just a little bit too far. It will be a goal kick for the Eagles as we see our first substitution of today's contest, as Kerrigan Till will come in. And that one's turned over deep. Gillespie running straight into a defender. Ball still kind of loose over the middle. Comes back now towards Pedersen. Trying to feed Gillespie once more on the near side. Cross into the box, but nobody there for the Black Bears. Now it's just a foot chase to the ball. Couple different players, both wearing number 7 for their squad, trying to fight for this one as the ball continues to go over midfield. Big old boot coming back in towards the Black Bear offensive zone as there's more of an aerial game before that one gets brought down in front of Alex Blue, and now it's going to come out of bounds on the kick by Piper Jones. So we'll see a throw-in for Ojibwe. Harmon to do the honors, throwing in deep, and they're going to let that one go on purpose because it hit Warner's arm. So they just let that one go out of bounds, and we'll play on with Big Bay looking to try to inbound this one. Headed twice and handle the third time. For Harms to get into a foot race with Till down the near sideline, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Black Bears. Tough fall down, ball comes loose, gives an opportunity to create a race to the ball once again. This one being won by Hunter Johnson. Trying to find somebody on the far side, just runs out of real estate though. And we'll get another throw-in from the out-of-bounds area on the far side of the field. Black Bears now with a chance to inbound. Ball fought up between two of the stronger players on both sides. So Ojibwe's Manuel Piscuzzi and Cam Miller from the Black Bears. And we have an illegal throw-in against Ojibwe. So now the Black Bears will get an opportunity to attack down towards their offensive zone once more. Good pop-up there by Joey Atkins, a very underrated defensive stalwart there for the Eagles. And now we'll see another attack here by Gillespie, who has been all over the field. You can tell he used the bye effectively because he is just so energetic right now, all over that offensive zone, trying to create an issue deep against the defensive line. One nothing the score right now. Ojibwe in the 4 seed on top. Piper Jones to Alex Blue. Now sent towards the back line. Kept in by Ojibwe. That's Harmon. Up against, looks like David Johnson. moving towards the corner a little bit more. He's got somebody to try to cross with, but instead will attack the net. Easy scoop there by the Black Bear keeper. Ball loose on the near side. Left for Braden Till, who's going to try to move it forward. Popped up in the air there by Nathaniel Malloy. And now it's going to run out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Cam Miller and company. Looking for Gillespie. Flick towards net, and it's going to be handled there by the Eagles keeper. Gears will kick it downfield straight towards Jones. Has to stop and make sure that she brings the ball with her, slowing down her attack just a touch. Black Bears with possession, but weren't able to do the thing that they were trying to do before. Ball bounces off an Eagle defender, back towards Miller. And a good double team there by, looks like, Kuzmic and Harms. It's going to result in a turnover back the other direction. And Harms is going to put it back downfield for a couple players to go down and chase it. Big boot down the far sideline, looking for Kerrigan Till. Deep into the Ojibwe zone. Played off the header by Gillespie, trying to chase it down, and Atkins is just going to kick it into the woods. Black Bears will throw this in. Soft. Along the sideline for Miller. Said it's going to be picked off by the Eagles defense, trying to keep it in, but they're not able to. So we'll try this one again. Miller will throw this one more directionally towards the box. Falls through all the defenders until it comes back. Bounces around. Still loose. They're trying to play it off the kick and save there right into his face. Yills is literally stunned on the shot. And he still stands tough. Another one in the box, once again by the team, and finally cleared out by the Eagles. An amazing defensive sequence for Ojibwe. Absolutely unbelievable. Eagles now coming back quickly, trying to see if they can use a little bit of that positivity back on the offensive side of the pitch now that they've gone in and still need to give a little bit of a break check for their goalie. Use some of this time here. I don't know how well that was caught on camera, but you literally saw the eyes start to roll back in his head a little bit before he shook it off. Absolutely amazing. And now kind of a Yeefus shot, if you will, that kind of knuckled on down and into the zone. Handled there by the Black Bears keeper. How many shots was that? I mean, that's at least 5, but I think a couple of them got deflected by the fence in front of it. Starting to get another attack here from Big Bay. Coming in, splitting the difference, and nobody's there to help out on the backside. Gillespie's got to chase it down. Going up against a couple of defenders on the left wing defensively for the Eagles. Kept into play by Druid Warner, your goal scorer in this one. Still out in front of everybody before Miller finally challenges them. And Miller couldn't get enough of a 1-2 step to get a shot off. Was kind of tripping over the ball, couldn't get any juice on that one, and that one's headed away dangerously. Thankfully, over the goal. It's going to create a corner for Big Bay de Noc, but wasn't sure if that was one of those situations where you could pop the ball away and then you end up catching your goalie off guard and one kind of flops in for an own goal. Lucky break there for the Eagles as this corner is going to come on the near side, courtesy of Miller. 4th corner of the contest for Big Bay. puts it towards the box, goes through everybody. Onto the other side of the pitch in a foot race to go get that one. Knocked around a couple of times and waiting to see what the call is going to be. It's going to be a goal kick. Two-man officiating crew for this contest, so definitely in the right positioning on that one to make that call. Goal kick is a little soft, handled by Jones, but is going to create a give and go opportunity back the other way for the Eagles. Harmon trying to hold on to that one down on that side of the pitch for a little bit longer before it comes all the way out for Pedersen as he starts to come towards the goal. Blue punching that one back in as well. Sliding past Gillespie, who now is going to try to intercept the pass. He does and moves it towards the right wing. Good defense there once again by Kuzmik, who has been very impressive in this contest. In this tournament as a whole, I've seen her play 4 games, and she's been very reliable on that outside route. So excited to see her play some more. Big Bay, though, with the corner, far side. Desjardins putting it in flat. Toe poked by Atkins. Chased down, and Desjardins will try this one again, but nobody was set up for it. And they're just going to let that one go out of bounds. Big Bay de Noc 0, Ojibwe 1. Still in the first half. Viscusi up the middle. Nobody there. Warner trying to get something on it. At least stops the attempt to put it back down the other direction. But Big Bay is going to maintain possession. Desjardins trying to get the ball poked away by Warner. Good backup help there on the back line by Hunter Johnson. And it's going to create a throw-in. And Big Bay is rifling down the field on that far line, trying to use Gillespie's just omnipresent approach to the offensive side of the ball, along with Miller, who's there for so many options, positioning himself in such solid ways that he's always dangerous down on that side of the ball. Ball coming loose along the goal line. Viscusi straight up against Gillespie, taunting him almost, if you will, on that one, and creates a goal kick scenario as Gillespie rifled that kick right back into the zone and went out of bounds. High aerial ball. Both teams trying to look for it in the sun. 4 players going for it, and there's a shot by Miller. Once again, putting himself into a position where you can get a high-quality opportunity. Just the goalie was there that time. That's year's 5th save so far in this one. Ball moves down the left side. Knocked out of bounds right in front of the Ojibwe bench. Be a throw-in, though, for the Black Bears. Piper Jones will do the honors. Knocked away there by Kuzmik over the middle. And no harm, no foul, as both teams are trying to establish possession right now. It's going to be Kaylee Anand and Alex Blue trying to hold on to this one. Gets it deep into the corner. Good job there by Miller to hold on to that one. He'll bring this one back towards the middle, and it's poked away last second by Daniel Harms, who's going to throw it right back down the field and try to force some missteps here as Pedersen's going to move up the left wing. Knocked away there by Nathaniel Malloy. Desjardins, though, trying to keep it on his side of the offensive pitch. Harms going the other way. Up against Till. Harms bouncing it off of a couple of Black Bear defenders. And that is the half in what has been a blistering fast first half with the Ojibwe team up on top 1-0. take a break, and when we come back with your stats after this, you're watching the Northern Lights League Soccer Tournament semifinal between Big Bay de Noc and Ojibwe Charter School.
Need breakfast in a pinch? A sweet treat to help you continue through the day? What about a technically correct way to tell others you're eating your vegetables? Whatever your reason, Gallery Coffee's new selection of pastries are now available. Enjoy muffins, eclairs, fritters, and even zucchini bread, all pairing well with your favorite hot coffee or iced drink. Check out your new selection of pastries now at Gallery Coffee Company, located on the corner of Elm and Superior in downtown Munising.
It's Radio Bingo, Thursday mornings at 10 on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO, brought to you in part by People's State Bank. Congratulations to Patty Chaperone for winning on last week's cards. You can get this week's Radio Bingo cards at Hillside Party Store East, up on H58, People's State Bank in beautiful downtown Munising, or at Hillside Party Store West, across from the ball fields in Munising. It's Radio Bingo, Thursday mornings at 10 on WQXO. The Munising Flower Shop has been your hometown florist since 1939. Whether you're looking for a special gift or a beautiful arrangement, the Munising Flower Shop can assist you with any events life throws at you, including showing your love and support with a heartfelt arrangement or remembrance gift. The Munising Flower Shop, serving all of Alger County. Give them a call at 387-3499.
Summer may be gone, but our burgers aren't going anywhere. Come see what's the same and what's new at A Burger. We are currently featuring our Oktoberfest burger, an all-beef patty smothered in Widowmaker beer cheese, bacon, onions, and pickles on a warm pretzel bun. Yum! Whether you want to try something new or you're looking for your favorite cheese curds and a chicken sandwich, A Burger has it. A Burger, open daily at the only stoplight in Munising.
Fall is here, and that means temperatures are dropping. Is your propane tank ready for winter this year? Call Superior Land Gas, because they've been trusted for over 100 years, and this is what they do. Superior Land Gas provides propane for appliances, from your outdoor grill to a 1,000-gallon commercial tank. They have the resources and training for heating your home or office. Call Superior Land Gas in Wetmore to switch or get filled up today at 387-4660.
Hey, and welcome back to the A Burger Halftime Show. A Burger, your option for plenty of life's deliciousness, from buffalo burgers to the smoked up burger, the A chicken sandwich, fresh Van Landshut whitefish, whatever you want, they've got it down at A Burger, located next to the only stoplight in Munising. Today has been amazing, and love it or hate it, underdog is on top if you want to play it like that and put a little 50 cent here in this one, as Ojibwe from the 4th seed is on top 1-0 over the Black Bears. Even though the Black Bears have had so many offensive opportunities, it's been met with 7 saves so far for Aiden Years, including one where he hit it with his face in like a Scott Sterling type moment, if you've ever seen those sketches. That's definitely what happened there. Either way, he's still playing and added another 4 saves after that incident. But really, it's been the set pieces. I think that's what's been the key of this first half, including the backdoor opportunity on the Harmon cross to Druid Warner, who was the goal scorer for Ojibwe in this one, as they're up 1-0 over the Black Bears of Big Bay de Noc. Now, with this one, as we kind of come out of the A Burger halftime show from the Jambodots press deck here in beautiful Mackinac Island. First time on the island, in case if anybody hadn't heard that on a previous broadcast, but holy wow, it is a beautiful place here for a soccer game or any kind of athletic contest. But as this kind of comes along, will be interesting to see how Big Bay responds to this situation. They have not played from a deficit pretty much all season, and they're going to have to come back from this one almost immediately. as they try to make something happen here in the second half. We'll have that second half for you, brought to you by Gallery Coffee. Right after this, you're watching and listening to the Northern Lights League soccer tournament from Mackinac Island.
Timber Products Company, a leader in diversified wood product sales, manufacturing, and transportation, is now hiring primary day shift production laborers for their manufacturing facility in Munising, Michigan. They offer many opportunities for job growth and advancement and a comprehensive benefits package, including life insurance, health, dental, vision, and prescription coverage, vacation and holiday pay, flexible spending accounts, and a 401k plan with employer contributions. Timber Products Company is an equal opportunity employer, including protected veterans and people with disabilities. See all Timber Products Company opportunities on the Careers tab at timberproducts.com. Contact Rochelle Hanna at rhanna@timberproducts.com. That's rhanna@timberproducts.com.
Oh, and welcome back to what's going to be the second half momentarily here on Mackinac Island. Big Bay de Noc, the top seed, finds themselves in the hole. 1-0 to the Ojibwe Charter School Eagles. Put the banner up so that way I remember to do it this time. Getting an update here from Superintendent Peterson, who's been an absolute delight as a host. The fact that if you didn't catch on, we started that game early compared to what was being scheduled. It's the first time in 14 years of broadcasting that a game has been moved up because players wanted to get started earlier and it was actually capable and feasible. So, big shout out there to the home team on that one. As we get started, the teams have flipped sides of the pitch. Now it's going to be the Black Bears looking to start off hot, practically ripping the ball away from the ball boy to get the ball in for Gillespie to take a shot, and it rifles off the shin pads of Druid Warner. Starting a counterattack is Harmon on the far side now, looking to retreat back to his teammate Harms. 7-on-7 matchup once again as he tries to skirt his way around Pedersen. Now does Jordan in defense. Ultimately, it's going to be Piper Jones that kicks that one away for the Black Bears. Lots of solid rotation now from these players on both sides as the ball's going to go out of bounds, and this should be a goal kick for Ojibwe at this point. Biscusi trying to find someone, but I mean, he needs to hurry up by this point because he needs to do something or it's not going to work. It's kind of a weird give and go off of the defender back towards Atkins, who puts a bigger boot on that one. Either way, Big Bay is going to come back up the far wing quickly on this one. Trying to find somebody over the middle. They've got Miller leaving it up for Gillespie, and he puts it in. Gillespie with the equalizer. And we're back at one apiece. Tie score now, as we weren't sure how Big Bay was going to respond, and they came out with a furor. And in this case, it was onslaught. Go as fast as you can. Try to trap them down low. Until you could punch one in. And that was a good job there to make this one a 1-1 contest, because honestly, now at this point, the pressure comes a little bit back towards the Eagles. They let that one in when they were up. They could have played a little bit more cautiously, but instead they kind of have that back in their mind. I mean, they've got nothing to lose here, being the 4 seed. They're basically the closest thing to a Cinderella left in the tournament, and so they can continue to just go for it at this point as they put it down deep in the zone. For somebody to go chase is going to be Kuzmik trying to lead the way first. It's going to come back out towards midfield before Blue is going to try to send it back the other direction. Popped up high with a little bit of help from the wind on that case. Now chasing it down on the near end. Piscuzzi trying to go straight up against the defender. Going to be cleared out there by David Johnson, the sophomore. To the other side of the field, it's Desjardins. Good move to get around the defender. Both him and Gillespie trying to chase down the ball, but it's going to be moved over towards Anand, who's trying to hold on to this one. Warner now to chase it down with a dangerously late slide tackle. And if we saw a card in the Grand Marais Munising Baptist game, that was even more card worthy. There was just no reason for that. Jones sending it forwards for Big Bay, looking for an opportunity to do it again as she disrupts the passing lane for the Eagles once more. Over on the far side, Desjardins popping that one up high into the wind, so it goes straight towards the Eagles defender. And they're able to kind of get the ball, and they can take a little bit extra time to set up an offense here. As now it's Gillespie trying to get in the way. Starting to see some more common markups on the pitch between Gillespie and Harms, Desjardins and Warner. And as these kind of continue to rotate around, we'll see which players that might get caught maybe off mark and set up an advantage for some of these players. We get a throw in deep in the zone for Big Bay, looping into the box, race to the ball. It's going to be Blue putting it in as there's kind of a volley between the teams, but it's going to come out towards Harmon, who's just going to take it himself, trying to dance around the first defender. Is able to do that, but decides to wait until he can try to get some way to play off of Gillespie. It's not a bad idea to try to use that against him, given the fact that he has been so active in this contest so far, running around everywhere. It's a good opportunity. Solid header there by Hunter Johnson as he continues to be completely stout on that back line. And they're going to say it's a foul against the Eagles. Ojibwe starting back the other direction. Harms, right wing. Starting to run in some solid defense there from Braden Till. Harms moves around a couple of times, gets the deflection. A give-and-go pass comes back to him, and Blue's going to clear it. No, good job there by Anand to keep it down in the zone. Till to bust this one out on behalf of the Black Bears. Deep pass in, looking for Gillespie. Ends up finding Ojibwe's Piscuzzi instead, and now we're starting to see that possession through deep passing approach. Still tied at 1. Set piece in the first half for the Eagles. And a solid response the other direction for Joel Gillespie and company in the second half for Big Bay. Cam Miller with it now. Moving over the middle, trips over the ball. Big Bay trying to come back with it. Instead, it's going to be Harms trying to cut through the entire defense by himself. He's got a trailer, but he's driving it into the corner to allow some other players to come into it. Circles back towards the middle and puts that one towards net. He had a crasher. Good job there by Big Bay's goalkeeper to make sure that he grabbed that one up. And here comes Big Bay the other direction. Desjardins. Over towards Blue in the middle. That one's a little bit too far. Malloy's going to take over now for Ojibwe, and he can't put the mustard on the pass. Eagles now 3-on-3 the other direction. Miller crashing in hard. That's Till trying to come in hard to catch that ball. Instead, he's just going to throw it over towards his goalie. Goal kick now here for Big Bay. Flat shot straight to Marcus Harmon. Over the middle, eventually cleared out there by Johnson. Piscuzzi now going straight up against two of the toughest players for Big Bay, and he's able to move the ball forward. Can't find Harms, though. However, Till tripped on his own accord. High looping pass, opportunity for a header, and the ball's going to be punched away at the last second. Back-to-back stand-up plays there by Big Bay's goalie, keeping this one tied at 1. Miller now, great move on the right wing. Stopped there last second by Nathaniel Malloy, the 8th grader, coming out of nowhere as the ball comes in tight right at the midfield line, and Big Bay is going to attack from the other side of the field now. High bouncing pass comes in kind of awkwardly, but kind of trapped at the same time as Gillespie. And it looks like Noah Thompson are bouncing on this one. And now we'll get the same header opportunity, and this one's going to go in. The rough bounce kind of takes a weird spot. I'm not sure who had that one. Well, it was Gillespie and Miller were inside, but it might have been an own goal at the same time, depending on who it went off of. I didn't catch the angle. Either way, it's 2-1. It's still a valid goal. And now it looks like the Ojibwe bench is starting to they're attempting to contest the goal, saying that the ball was knocked out of the goalie's hands to create the goal. If that's the case, then technically that would be an own goal against Years. So that puts Big Bay up 2-1 now. Both goals scored in the second half. And Ojibwe now having to do some extra work. And Harmon sees that. He's starting to come in hot. Tries to play that off a defender. And it's going to go near the goal line. Till trying to break it out on the far side. And he's able to do so. And he's going to continue running this one right down the line. Trying to find his Jordan, but plays that one just a little bit too far ahead. Jones, though, in good backup. Got to get rid of this one quickly. Trying to find Gillespie instead. It's poked away last minute there by Piscuzzi. Piscuzzi trips over the ball, yields it now towards Gillespie, who runs into literally a wall of Ojibwe defenders. Cam Miller, one of the league's leading scorers, going up against the 8th grade defender. And they're able to knock it out. Now the ball comes out over the middle. Handled by Anand. Trying to get around, and a little bit of help there from Malloy will send this one back down the pitch. Ball pops up and kneed out of bounds there by Jones. We'll get a throw in quickly from Warner and the Eagles. Players get tied up as Harms is looking to stay out of harm's way in that case and just going into the fetal position to avoid getting hit. Kind of got caught down below. It wasn't really a good way for him to get involved in that play. But that one, he's able to get the pass off towards Harmon, and the ball's going to be headed out towards the near line. Knocked out of bounds there by, looks like David Johnson. So we'll get a throw in now for the Eagles. Throw-in's going to be towards the middle. Played off of Desjardins and popped up in the air. Harmon now corrals that one and gets it to Harms over the middle. Harms up against Gillespie. So he gets that one over to his teammate in the wing. And Till's able to break that one loose once again for Big Bay. The last 3 serious opportunities offensively for the Eagles have been stopped by that same breakout by Till. Eagles looking to try to slow this one down a little bit, yield the ball over towards the back line. Till just playing it forwards, ends up hitting an Eagle right at midfield. And Desjardins going to try to kick it down the other direction. Ball popped up to land right at that midfield dot. Popped again the other direction by Jones as this has become an aerial affair. Brought down eventually there by Piscuzzi. He'll bring it up over the middle. Jones in defense, slows him down. Blue's going to clear it on the near side. Who's going to reach it first? It will be Miller, who's going to punch that thing right into the Eagles defender. Now Harmon coming back the other direction, and that ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Black Bears. And we'll get a substitution now from the Big Bay side. Kerrigan Till coming off for Parker Pedersen. The throw in by Blue over the head of the nearest Black Bear. But the counterattack's going to go back the other direction. Stopped there by Malloy. Now over towards Kuzmik. And now in the hands of one of the better ball handlers for the Eagles in Piscuzzi. Black Bears able to punch that one ahead. Trying to find somebody over the middle. Right now it's Miller. Flick towards the right side. Trips over the defender, and now we're going to say that it is a foul against Miller. Kind of a tough break there on that one because he actually stepped on the defender's shoe, and by trapping the shoe down, that's how the defender fell and rolled in that direction. Ball loose over the middle of the pitch. Coming over towards Jones. Jones is going to kick that one out of bounds. She had a little bit of extra time to try to figure something out, but took the safer route. Totally okay. Weird spin on that one and headed clear by Thompson. Caught back up by Warner. He'll stay on that near side. Going up against Miller. Miller, the good poke away, and is able to keep and boot that one downfield. Chase for the ball right here in front of the Jamadots press deck as we've got Big Bay de Noc 2-1 over Ojibwe in what has been an impressive comeback so far for the Black Bears after being down 1-0 from an earlier set piece goal in the first half. Miller going backwards, leaving that one for the big boot of David Johnson into the zone. Now for Warner up against Gillespie, and Gillespie's going to get that poke. Flip things the other direction. Two of the faster players on the pitch, and Warner and Gillespie arguing over this ball. Eventually he's going to come out over the middle for Harms. Harms defended there by Jones. And they're going to try to feed it onto the far side for now a one-on-one battle between Braden Till and Marcus Harmon. Harmon's going to get the throw-in. Deep throw in looking for Harms. Harms jumps over the ball, tries to rifle it in towards the net, and it's going to go out of bounds for a deep in the zone throw in for Harmon in particular. Waiting to see if anybody else is going to come help on this one. Piscuzzi finally catching up and getting into the box, but there's a sea of black all the way around. They can't clear it out, and it's going to come spinning on the goal line, and they say that it's a goal kick. Flat kick, bouncing awkwardly, coming over, and Piper Jones is going to get it on the third hit off the tee to finally get it out of the zone, as now we've got a little bit of rain coming down here. A lot of rain this morning and overnight. This field was well soaked to start things off, but we've got enough field cover here to enjoy ourselves a little bit drier. Benefits of staying in the Jamadots press deck. Ball comes loose. Out of bounds. Will be a goal kick for Ojibwe. Flat kick bounces off of Gillespie. Can't keep it down there, though. It's going to be cleared off on the far side to Harms. Harms trying to play around Blue. Blue sticking on him. Eventually, Harms is going to have to drop it off for a give and go pass, and that is where the Black Bears strike. Gillespie trying to find Miller, gets his pass picked off, and that's going to come out over the middle with Pedersen screaming towards the ball over the middle to set up Desjardins, and now back on the other side. Pedersen slinking away and puts that on goal, but Years is there for another save. Harmon, near side. Knocked out of bounds will be Ojibwe ball. Deep throw. Splits through a couple defenders before it's picked up by Till and cleared out into the midfield. Back and forth they go. Lots of English on this one for Jones to try to chase down. Keeps it in play, but is going to be turned over in the middle a couple of times with some deep passing as both squads try to figure out what it's going to take to establish possession and start executing their game plan. Eagles deep in the corner and knocked out of bounds by Gillespie. Big Bay de Noc up 2-1 right now. The top seed back up on top with 2 goals here in the second half. Ball's going to be cleared and out of bounds, and we'll get a goal kick here for Ojibwe. We'll see another substitution from the Big Bay side as we're getting to be right around 9 minutes remaining here in regulation. Ball comes out over towards Nona Thompson on the near wing. Cleared back into her zone. Miller chasing it down, trying to keep it in play. And he'll stomp that right in the corner. He'll bring it out himself, trying to get around the defender. Ends up bouncing off of her, and he'll be cited with the foul. Will be a free kick now for the Eagles. Warner on the far side, trying to move it up. Desjardins coming in quickly on the fence. Knocked out of bounds. Throw in for Ojibwe. Comes out towards Big Bay's Till instead. Harms trying to get up and disrupt that aspect. He's able to do so. He's got Harmon on the near side, but runs out of footwork and can't get around all of the defenders. Sienna Kuzmic trying to keep things up on that side of the pitch for Ojibwe, but ball gets knocked out of bounds. Harmon now trying to keep this going. And let's see who tries to take this one. It's going to be Biscusi. Coming on the near side. Big Bay to clear. Ojibwe with it, picked off by Miller. And this might be Miller's chance as he comes closer towards the net. Comes in, puts it on towards goal, and clears the crossbar. After this, we'll try to get some clarification on who officially got things in the net there on the second goal for Big Bay de Noc. Is a little bit of a off-kilter start to that sequence by the Eagles. Up front, though, Kerrigan Till continues to be disruptive and sets up a goal kick. We'll get another substitution this time from the Eagles side. Thompson will come off. In her place, I believe, will be Rihanna Robbins. We're going to throw in here on the far side as the ball was knocked out of bounds after the substitution. It'll be Big Bay de Noc ball. Black Bears throw it back. Cross field, looking for Miller. Instead finds the Eagles defender. Eagles looking to try to start something now on the far side, looking to go up. That's a handball. Play on instead. And it'll be a throw in now for Ojibwe. Harmon. Deep throw in, looking for Piscuzzi. Bounces around towards one of the Black Bears and cleared out by Pedersen. Chasing down now will be Robbins. And Miller's going to poke it away from her. Gets around the next defender, streaking towards the goal. Atkins is there for help. And the ball's going to go and be picked up there by the Ojibwe keeper. Deep throw. Popped up. Out of bounds. Will be a throw in now for Piscuzzi. Looking for a teammate down low. Comes back to him after it's redirected. He'll cross it over into the middle. Comes out, and it's a foot race. Till's going to win this one on behalf of the Black Bears. Looking for Miller. He's got Desjardins with him if he wants it. Instead, it's going to come all the way back towards Atkins. Bounces around a couple times and right into the hands of Years. Ball bouncing high up in the air. Till trying to find something. Goes off the post. Bouncing still in there loose. Finally picked up there by the Eagles defense. Brought back in by Kerrigan Till. Cleared out directly towards Desjardins. He'll take a shot. And that one will be grabbed once again by the keeper. 3 shots, 2 saves. 1 off target there for the Black Bears. And now we're starting to see some aggressive ball handling down on that side of the field as the Eagles are trying to poke things late. They've got some good people towards the box, and right now the thing that's been really helping out Big Bay is their ability to collapse into the box at a moment's notice. At least 7 of those Black Bears came into the box last second, and we'll get another substitution on Big Bay's side as we're getting to the point where it's just about milking the clock, trying to get things done as soon as possible. So that way Big Bay can advance. Discussion to try to get people moving along. Now down to the sideline, over to the middle. Harmon trying to split some defenders, running out of room though. He's got Piscuzzi to help out, and Gillespie shanks that one. He's able to get it out on the second attempt and broken out now by Miller. Miller forcing along on the far side. Good stop there by Malloy. Great young talent that is going to be a lot of fun to watch here as he develops as a player. Miller, though, still driving over the middle, now over towards Desjardins. Left wing, circling around. He'll put that one towards the net, bounces it off Atkins, and we'll get a corner kick. We're getting a 3-minute shout out from the Ojibwe side. So we'll see who's going to be able to punch one in. Black Bears still up by 1. Corner coming in. Headed away. Now over the middle on the far side for Miller, who's going to chase it down. Warner in pursuit. Pushed down into the corner, and that should be another corner on this side of the field for Big Bay. Corner comes in pretty much flat and through everybody else. Harms is going to be the one that chases it down. Desjardins in approach. He yields off for the help defense, and now Harms continues to come right up the middle, looking to poke it ahead. Gillespie able to angle it into the corner for Till to try to chase down, and he's just going to put it out of bounds. Ojibwe with a throw-in. Biscusi throwing that one into the box. Looking for Harms. Harms trying to angle this one down and punched out there by Johnson. Gillespie with the big boot. That's going to be placed out of bounds. Will be a throw-in now for Ojibwe. Warner trying to get this one as there's way too many players on the field based on the substitution error, but they're just going to play it. It's on the other side of the pitch. No harm, no foul for that substitution process. Right now, though, Piscusi trying to take on half the Black Bear defense by himself. Forces a throw-in. Once again, these kind of set pieces are opportunities for Ojibwe if they can continue to connect them. Kicked in deep, headed out of the box by Big Bay. Now chasing down on the near side. Lots of contact there. Continue to play on. Headed backwards, though. It's going to be Miller. Now Biscusi with an opportunity to put it in and equalizes late. They called offsides. Piscusi's goal is removed from the board as offsides is called against the Eagle senior. In the first offsides of the game and only the third offsides of the tournament, a goal is taken off the board. Piscusi now trying to work it in there once again. Given for a Harms. Harms looking for somebody. Trying to feed it forwards. Piper Jones going to get in the way. Anand over now towards Harmon. Harmon's going to throw it towards the net, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. And we'll get a goal kick here. I think Till's going to take this one. And instead, they're going to blow the final whistle. And the drama is in full effect as Ojibwe's Cinderella bid hit midnight, being too far past the back defender. We'll take a break and we'll try to comprehend what just happened in that one and set the stage for the next contest, as we've got plenty to talk about in this one. But Big Bay de Noc survives to advance on to the finals with a 2-1 victory.
Need breakfast in a pinch? A sweet treat to help you continue through the day? What about a technically correct way to tell others you're eating your vegetables? Whatever your reason, Gallery Coffee's new selection of pastries are now available. Enjoy muffins, eclairs, fritters, and even zucchini bread, all pairing well with your favorite hot coffee or iced drink. Check out your new selection of pastries now at Gallery Coffee Company, located on the corner of Elm and Superior in downtown Munising.
It's Radio Bingo, Thursday mornings at 10 on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXL, brought to you in part by People's State Bank. Congratulations to Patty Chaperone for winning on last week's cards. You can get this week's Radio Bingo cards at Hillside Party Store East, up on H58, People's State Bank in beautiful downtown Munising, or at Hillside Party Store West across from the ball fields in Munising. It's Radio Bingo, Thursday mornings at 10 on WQXO. The Munising Flower Shop has been your hometown florist since 1939. Whether you're looking for a special gift or a beautiful arrangement, the Munising Flower Shop can assist you with any events life throws at you, including showing your love and support with a heartfelt arrangement or remembrance gift. The Munising Flower Shop, serving all of Alger County. Give them a call at 387-3499.
Summer may be gone, but our burgers aren't going anywhere. Come see what's the same and what's new at A Burger. We are currently featuring our Oktoberfest burger, an all-beef patty smothered in Widowmaker beer cheese, bacon, onions, and pickles on a warm pretzel bun. Yum! Whether you want to try something new or you're looking for your favorite cheese curds and a chicken sandwich, A Burger has it. A Burger, open daily at the only stoplight in Munising.
Fall is here, and that means temperatures are dropping. Is your propane tank ready for winter this year? Call Superior Land Gas because they've been trusted for over 100 years, and this is what they do. Superior Land Gas provides propane for appliances, from your outdoor grill to a 1,000-gallon commercial tank. They have the resources and training for heating your home or office. Call Superior Land Gas in Wetmore to switch or get filled up today at 387-4660.
And back now for the Gallery Coffee post-game show as a dramatic and, dare I say, controversial victory for Big Bay de Noc on that one. Still do not know what the official scoring is going to be for the game winner, if that is going to be ruled an own goal against the keeper Years, or if that's going to be given to either Cameron Miller or Joel Gillespie. One thing that we know for sure is that the goal by Gillespie to equalize things was a thing of beauty to get things started back here in the second half and bring Big Bay into an opportunity to take this one. But the second goal was initially challenged by Ojibwe, who claimed that it was punched out of the goalie's hand. I don't know if that's a fair argument. I don't know if he established control or if he was maybe touched in a way that might knock the ball loose, kind of like there's contact to the head or something along those lines. Either way, it's still waiting to see what the scoring will be. If we get that clarified, we'll bring it up in further broadcasts. Either way, though, the offsides call, even with discussion with fans from both sides in front of us during the commercial break, honestly, it was so close. We couldn't really tell if that was an offsides or not. But, I mean, we talk about football being a game of inches. Well, football is a game of inches as well. And that was so close, as now we're starting to see some of the teams start warming up for the other semifinal that will have the host team, the third seed Mackinac Island, up against the defending champions in Munising Baptist. The winner of that game will get a chance to play against the Big Bay de Noc Black Bears for the title. We'll take a break. As you can kind of tell, things are starting to move up a little quicker. So we'll try to flip the script here into our next broadcast very shortly. Please continue to watch. We're excited to have everybody involved on this one, as we've got a lot of great opportunities to call some soccer here and make sure that these kids get a proper send-off for the end of the season. We'll be back here in about 15 or 20 minutes or so for the start of the second semifinal. You've been watching and listening to Northern Lights League Soccer Tournament from Mackinac Island right here on the Roam Media Facebook page.